Hi, in this video we are going to add some textures and materials to the restaurant scene. In the last videos we have finished the modeling and unwrapping the restaurant scene. Now let's begin adding textures. Welcome to the Atria Graphics channel. In this channel we are going to teach you how to work with a series of softwares. Just hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get a notification whenever we upload a video. Now before adding some textures to our scene, when we unwrap the scene we forgot to unwrap these parts of the windows, so I add them, and after that you will press A to select all, and after that U and unwrap. Now this scene is unwrapped, and now we are going to add some textures to it. And for looking textures, because in the solid view you can't see the textures and it's just kind of gray color for our object, so we press viewporting shading and we will go to shading editor. At first we are going to add a texture map, shading map for this part of the wall. So we press new in shading editor and we call it left wall. And after that, let me bring the screencast keys to here. Now you can see them. And I have a folder here, and I put the link of these folders in description, and you can use them for adding textures to your scene. For the left wall, I have used this one, wood floor, and we just use these four textures for our object, and this last one it's not necessary and we are not going to work with that. So at first we will add base color. In new version we can't do it, so I copy the location of this, and here you can search that, and at first we will add, let me do it horizontal, the base color, sorry. Okay, we drag it into the shading editor. This is the color, and this one is displacement. It's going to be on bottom of the shading editor, and the last one roughness. And we can connect those to the shader, and after that we have a good texture. But we had to add first an input node for all of textures, and that's texture coordinate, and a mapping. I just search it, mapping node, and we will connect the UV map to vector, because UV map, we want to add textures on UV map, not on normals, not on object. So we connect all the textures to the mapping node, and you can see the shader editor is just like all of editors in Blender. So with G you can move the textures, screencast is off, I don't know why. Is like all of the editors in Blender. With G you can move them, you can't scale them because it's not necessary, and with X you can delete them. And now we will connect all of these 4 textures to the mapping node, and you can see this line is little curvy because we have added the node wrangler add-on in preferences. And you can search here node and hit the checkbox node wrangler here, and this in the setting of it you can add some curve to the node wrangler. And after that we move this and we will connect the base color to the base color, and these parts we will change them. And now we want to change this part at first, so we connect the roughness to the roughness and we set the color space to non-color for these 3 too, and we will add a bump to make a make a connection between the normal map and displacement and connect it to the normal of shading. So we will scale it. Just happened, let me turn this back to RGB. Okay, it's better, and we can scale these to make a kind of little breaks in the wall. So I think it's okay, and you can change these and scale the size of the UV map, or you can rotate it along the axis with here, or you can change the location in here. So it's done for UV mapping for this one, shading for this wall, and let's get to this wall after that. So we will add a new shading. We get back to the layout and we will add a new material, and we call it top wall, and we get to the shading. From here you can set this part of the wall to this material with going to tab, with hitting tab for going to edit mode, and select this face and select and assign this face to this material. So now we go to the shading part and we will add some textures to it, and I choose the this texture for this part of the wall. So we go there and we will add these. This is not this is, I think it's, let me see, sorry, this is the displacement and this is the normal because it's blue, and the next one is roughness, and okay, this was the base color, And with Ctrl T you can add the mapping and texture coordinate for inputs. We just don't need to go there and input the texture coordinate. We just can select this one and hit Ctrl T for adding texture coordinate and mapping node. So we connect these to this one and base color to base color, roughness to the roughness, and we will add a bump node, kind of mix these two, and we will connect it to the normals. And now we can scale the texture in mapping node. Kind of we will scale the UV map. We can select these three and like this we will take this one and drag it to the down, and I think 20, I have tested it before, 20 is good and that's okay. Now let's add another texture to this part of the wall. So we get to layout, sorry, and we will hit tab. We will add a new texture and we call it down wall. Maybe we just add a new texture and we use the where was the down wall? We use this texture for it, and let me just select this and this one, assign it to that, and we hit this one for copying it. Now we have copied that one, but if we change this, you can see this one change after that. So we don't want this, so we hit this button here for copying that one, and this is new texture now, and we call it down wall. And we go to the shading editor and we can add a color ramp here for changing the color of this part of the wall. So color ramp, what does color ramp do? The texture will have a 0 and 1 and the numbers between 0 and 1 to the base color. And with color ramp we can add change the 0 and 1 numbers with adding a new color. So we'll add a blue color to the here, and now 0 means black and 0.5 is blue and 1 is white, and it's kind of good color for this part of the wall. And we back to the layout, sorry, and we select this one for floor. Or before that we can change this part to another color. Okay, we will add a new here. We select these three and assign it here, middle wall, and you can see with double clicking on the material you can change its name, and we go to the shading editor from here, and we will add what texture we need here. I think it's good. This is good, yes. And we will add these textures to the shading editor. This is the displacement, this is the normal, and this is the roughness. We select this texture, hit Ctrl T, and we drag it here. We connect these to the we connect these to the mapping node, and we will add the bump map, and we will connect these to the normal and the displacement to bump map and kind of mix them, and normal to the normal, and base color to base color, and roughness to roughness. Now it has changed, but we can scale it a little, kind of 11. I tested and 11 is good, and okay, that's okay. And now let's get to the floor. We will use this shader, this texture for the floor. So we will duplicate this middle wall. We select it and hit copy, and we change its name to floor. And now we hit tab 3 for face select mode. We select this and assign it to the floor. Now we go to shading editor, and we will add a color ramp here, and we will add a little gray color to the floor. And I think it's good. Maybe we don't need to scale it, it's the best, but maybe this is better. Okay, you can customize it, but this one is good. And in the end, we had to add the texture for the table and chair. So for the chair, I can use this one. So we hit new, and new. We will copy the middle wall for the chair, and I think it's good. We don't need to change it, but we can copy it, and Control Z again. Okay, we can copy this one and write chair, and in the shading editor we can change the scale of this. I think 4 or 2. Okay, this is good. And we can move the material to these three with selecting these three, and the main one, Control L, and materials. And in the end, for the table here, we will add a new material and call it table. You can change names here too, you can double click on name, or you can select this text button here and change it. And we go to the shading, and I choose this one for texture of the table. So we will add this. This is all, we don't need that. Base color, this is the kind of displacement, normal, and roughness. We hit this one, Ctrl T for adding a texture coordinate and mapping node. We will connect these to this vector here, and sorry, you can zoom out, a scroll wheel on the mouse pad, G for moving it, base color to base color, and roughness to roughness, and we add a bump to mix the displacement and the normal, and we will connect it to the normals. And I think we can increase the scale of the UV map with 7. Oh, it's good, it's very good. And maybe we can add another texture for this sheen here. So I call it sheen. We can change name here, and I use this one for the sheen, and we add this. Sorry, it's take a long time to in this part of the video, but it's necessary. We drag this and we select this one, Ctrl T, and vector, oh sorry, vector to vector, and we'll add a bump here, color to normal to normal, and displacement to height, and roughness to roughness, and base color to base color. Maybe we can change the scale of this to 11. It's better now. Okay, and in the next part of this video we are going to add some materials to the scene. And before that, I forgot to add some textures here for these cushions. So before that, I add the material for it, and I will. So I open this file and copy it. Okay, I add this to here. This is the color. This is this. It doesn't have a brightness, so we will use these two. Ctrl T for adding the texture coordinate and map, and we will connect these two here, and a bump map, normal to normals, height to here and normal here, base color to the base color, and maybe we can scale it 7. No, it's not good. What about 1? 1, it's better, so we can change the roughness here. No, we'll add, and we change the specular here, and we use the same modifier here, materials here, so we select this, and after that check the materials. Okay, this is good. Now let's add some materials to the scene. For the windows, we just add, let me see, black material is good for the frame, so we hit here, black, and we select this base color, and black is good. For behind it, we will add another shader and call it white light, and we will add the light after in the next video, so we leave it like that. And here we select we add for this blackboard, we add the white color here, green color here, and maybe just like this. And we select this face because it's going to be our green face, and we hit Ctrl I for selecting other faces except this, and we will add here another color, another material, and we hit black and assign it, so it's good. And now we want to add an image, we will add it in the next video, and we will add a color for the leaves, so it's green because we have used Alt D. When we change this one, all of those will change. Maybe we can add a little, yeah, this is better, and this is maybe gray color, so that's okay. We make these black color, but we copy that and we can add some here and these ones, and we have to use a metal color, so we make a metal material, we make the metallic to 1, roughness to is good, and maybe a little gray color, so we use those. / for going to edit local view, we go to wireframe mode, 3 for face select mode, and we will select the legs of the chair, and we add metal, we can search it here, to these legs of the chair. So in material preview mode, and that's okay. And for the tables, we can add the same color here, and after that we will add new color for the flower pots. Add the same color for the seams. We'll copy it and make it a little lighter color for it. And now the glasses. For making a glass material, you can just we will select it, add a material to it, we call it glass, and we just need to make transmission to 1, and now it's a glass. So for this one too, and for the material inside it, it's going to be just like a water, so we will add some transmission to it. I think the IOR, we can use it for water, and we will add some transmission to it. I think it's good. And for this one, a little just like it, just like the last one, but it's going to be wine, so we will add a kind of red color to it. And now we can add the lamps here, so we will make this wire SZ a little, C and GZ, and we make it black, and this one kind of gold color, so we make it kind of orangey color for it, and we make the metallic one, and I think it's good. Now in the next part of the video before that, we will add some colors to these. Control L, materials. I think that's nice. In the next video, we are going to add some lights to the scene and create an image here, add an image here. Thanks for watching this video. In the next video, we are going to add some lights to our restaurant scene and render it. And it's the last video of restaurant scene. Thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button and the bell to get a notification whenever we upload a video. Goodbye and have a great day.